Hello everyone, welcome back to Level Up SFDC. Today we are going to talk about custom labels advanced implementation. So in the first video we spoke about the basics of custom labels. What are custom labels, how we can retrieve them, what are some limitations and what are some best practices. So in this video we are going to talk about little advanced implementations of the custom labels in Salesforce. So what are we covering in this video? So we are going to cover mainly the dynamic content and string formatting in the custom labels. So we are going to see how these custom labels can be dynamically filled in the Apex classes or in the Aura components or in the LWCs. So let's go to check the implementation details. So now let's say I have a custom label with name as new login greetings. So basically this is a new custom label and I'm storing a value as hello and welcome to. So notice here the flower braces 0 and flower braces 1 is the placeholder within the custom labels. So what does this mean is you can fill them dynamically in your runtime. So how do I fill these values in the Apex code? So the next example talks about that. Here, this is the Apex code. This is the part of the Apex code that I have written here. So here I am first storing the label in a variable called raw label, and I'm having a name as John and company as Salesforce. Now in order to format the custom label, so I can use string.format in the Apex class. Here I am using this format raw label followed by new string name and company. So what does this do is this will replace the placeholders within the custom label with the name and company. So when I do a system.debug of the above code, I can see that hello John, welcome to Salesforce. So basically John is the first dynamic variable that was replaced in the custom label, and Salesforce is the second variable that has replaced the second placeholder in the custom label. So you can use a number of placeholders within the custom labels. There is no limitation, but you should keep in mind the number of characters that the custom label can hold, which is 1000 characters. So moving on to the next example. So this is again a dynamic content in Aura from custom labels. So there are two variants here. One is within the markup language, that is .cmp file. Here you can use the syntax as format this label, okay, and replace the placeholders with attribute 1 and attribute 2. Basically this is doing the same thing. You retrieve the custom labels and replace the placeholders within the custom label, and attribute 1 and attribute 2 can be dynamically fetched, and you can set the values dynamically within your Aura component. The second variant within the Aura component is in the JS file or in the controller file or in the helper file. So here we are getting the custom label in the variable called label, and I am replacing the first placeholder with the attribute 1. Similarly, I am replacing second placeholder in the custom label with attribute 2. So in this way we can dynamically fill the values from the custom labels. So you don't have to hard code the values within the custom labels. So this is very helpful when you have a generic message, but it is retrieved from different screen or for the different users, right? You can fill the username dynamically in the runtime. Okay, and the third variant within the Aura component is a toast message. So Salesforce has a inbuilt toast events, which is force toast show toast. So now here I have a custom label with the value as for more information hyphen a placeholder here. So this placeholder can be used differently. So here in different screens you can show a different link to the user, and this can be filled by using this format. So we have a message template data. In this example I am showing a value of visit Google, and the URL behind the text is www.google.com. So what this does is when the user visits that particular page or does some actions and I have to show this toast message, I can show a message like for more information visit Google. So you can change it as per your needs in your different screen. So moving on to the next example, this is dynamic content in LWC from custom labels again. So I have the custom label greeting message, and this is the value within that custom label. So how do I retrieve this custom label in Salesforce? So the custom label within the LWC can be retrieved by first importing that custom label in the JS file. And then if you observe here in the connected callback, I am replacing the placeholders with the values within the LWC. And later I can use this formatted message in the HTML file or the markup file. So this is how we can retrieve the custom label and dynamically update the placeholders within the custom labels. So that's it for this video. If you're getting some insights in this video, please do like and provide some encouragement. Do consider subscribing to this channel for more such insights. Thank you and have a nice day.